Haki is one of the two main powers in One Piece. Unlike devil fruits, Haki can be gained by training hard, as it is linked to the willpower of an individual. Haki is the main way of countering devil fruits, so almost every character, especially those in the New World, has it. Even in the bygone eras, there were many incredibly powerful characters who mastered the use of Haki, allowing them to take on rivals and enemies. Unfortunately, many of these individuals passed on, leaving fans with a plethora of questions, one of them being, who was the strongest Haki user who is no longer thriving? Kaido and Big Mom have not been included as their fates remain unknown. 6. Kazuki Oden. One of Wano's strongest warriors, Kazuki Oden, was the son of Kazuki Sukiyaki, which made him next in line to take over the duties of the shogun. He proved himself as a capable leader by turning Kuri into one of the best places in Wano. Previously, the area had been ruled over by brigands, but Oden brought him down with his sheer strength. Oden was an incredible fighter who used two swords to fight. He combined his swordsmanship with his elite Haki, which enabled him to take down enemies much bigger than him. Oden was also the first person to give Kaido a massive scar on his torso. In fact, Oden would have killed Kaido if Kurozumi Higurashi had not distracted the samurai. 5. Saint J. Garcia Saturn. Saturn was the godhead of science and defense. He was an intelligent individual who carried out a plethora of experiments, some of which he conducted on innocent people. J. Garcia Saturn had the ability to transform into a Gyuki yokai. In this form, he would gain a huge body and multiple appendages. These were sharp enough to pierce Kuma's modified body. Additionally, J. Garcia Saturn had high regenerative powers, which made him appear immortal. Saturn also had powerful Haki, and a single emission was enough to unnerve the Straw Hat Pirates. 4. Rox D. Zebik wanted to rule the world. Rox D. Zebik captained the Rox Pirates, who were considered the greatest pirate crew of all time. Rox was an ambitious man who was driven by desires. He did not care about his own crewmates as long as his goals were met. Rox was also abusive towards his crew, and he would beat them physically if they refused to listen. Due to the limited information, fans do not know much about Rox and his life. However, it has been stated that he was Roger's greatest rival, even more so than Whitebeard. Based on this statement, it is safe to assume that Rox D. Zebik had powerful Haki, allowing him to stand up to someone like Roger. 3. Whitebeard, the world's strongest man. Whitebeard sailed with the Rox Pirates before starting his own crew. He was an incredible leader who created one of the most powerful crews in the world by recruiting outcasts and misfits. As the captain of the crew, Whitebeard was heads and shoulders above the rest in terms of strength. He ate the Gura Gura no Mi, a Paramecia-type devil fruit that allowed him to create tremors at will. This power alone made him a person to be feared, as he could demolish an island in minutes. Aside from his devil fruit, Whitebeard was also able to use all three types of Haki. He could even imbue attacks with Conqueror's Haki to enhance their power. 2. Gol D. Roger, the Pirate King. Gol D. Roger was the captain of the Roger Pirates and the first man to be named King of the Pirates. He set out on a journey as he wanted to turn the world upside down. Roger's dream was outlandish, and achieving it would take a great deal of effort. However, Roger was up to the task. He had access to all three types of Haki and was able to use it masterfully. In fact, his strikes were able to nullify Whitebeard's attacks, which were a combination of the Gura Gura no Mi and Conqueror's Haki. Roger was also able to fight against Monkey D. Garp, another fighter who relied on Haki. 1. Joy Boy, the first pirate to sail the seas. Joy Boy is one of the most important characters in One Piece. He lived many centuries before the current timeline, and he was the strongest character from the era. Joy Boy featured heavily in the Egghead arc, primarily via the flashbacks. Joy Boy locked his Haki within a knot and gave it Emmett for safekeeping. He ordered Emmett to only use it in dire situations, and the robot respected his wishes. Towards the end of the Egghead arc, Emmett undid the knot, resulting in a massive burst of Haki that sent 4 of the 5 elders back to Marowak. Furthermore, it knocked out all the lower-ranked Marines as well as the Vice Admirals. Such a phenomenal display of Haki has never been seen in One Piece. So, there is no doubt that Joy Boy is the strongest Haki user who is no longer alive,